I am Brayden and I'm 9 years old. Why is there no space why is there no gravity in space, but it's only on Earth?
My name is Jim Lattis. I'm the director of the UW Space Place. So actually there's gravity pretty much everywhere. Why do we feel gravity here on the surface of the Earth, whereas when you see pictures of astronauts in orbit, it seems like, and we often call them weightless at that point. But in fact, they're very much being attracted by the gravity of the Earth as well. It's just that they're not feeling it because they're in what we call free fall. When something is in orbit, it's in something that we call free fall. You could think of a skydiver. The skydiver in the airplane, before he jumps out of the airplane, feels the weight of gravity. But then he jumps out of the airplane. And before he opens his parachute, he's falling freely. We call that free fall. And he won't feel any gravity at that point until he opens his parachute. So if we take the skydiver and put him out in space, let's say halfway between the Earth and the Moon, the same thing will happen. The skydiver will start falling towards the Earth, but he won't feel it. So if you're in free fall, you don't feel the gravity because everything around you is falling with you. And it's not a very familiar thing for us here on Earth, unless you're a skydiver or an astronaut. It's kind of an unusual feeling. You feel a little bit of it when an elevator starts to go downward and you feel a slight lurch at that point, and that's a slight, just a little bit of lessening of the force of gravity that you're feeling on the floor of the elevator. But most of us don't ever feel something like that. But the Moon is doing exactly the same thing. The Moon is in free fall. It's being attracted by the force of the Earth's gravity, and it would fall straight into the Earth, but it's moving perpendicular to that line of force fast enough to stay in orbit. So the Moon is in free fall. If you were standing on the surface of the Moon, you would feel the gravitational attraction of the Moon just as when you're standing on the surface of the Earth, you feel the gravitational attraction of the Earth. So there's really gravity pretty much everywhere. We just feel it in different ways depending on our state of motion.